Alright, here's a bloggy thing from this site that makes lots of lists about 20 things, 10 things, 30 things. 20 things life is too short to tolerate. Starting now, stop tolerating. 1. People who bring you down. Relationships should help you, not hurt you. Spend time with nice people who are smart, driven, and like-minded. Alright, I guess we all kind of know that. Anyhow, number 2, a work environment or career field you hate. Don't settle on the first or second career field you dabble in. Keep searching. Eventually you'll find work you love to do. If you catch yourself working hard and loving every minute of it, don't stop. You're onto something big, because hard work ain't hard when you concentrate on your passions. Yeah, okay. I should have quit certain jobs that were headed nowhere instead of staying at them for several years. That's something in hindsight that I know. And I knew it then, but I just wasn't certain about it. Number 3. Life is too short to tolerate your own negativity. Be aware of your mental self-talk. We all talk silently to ourselves in our heads, but we aren't always conscious of what we're saying or how it's affecting us. Start listening to your thoughts. If you hear negative thoughts, stop and replace them with positive thoughts. I know somebody, at least one person, who needs to take that advice. Somebody keeps saying, oh, I'm stupid, and basically I'm stupid when they're not stupid. Number 4. Life is too short to tolerate unnecessary miscommunication. Say what you mean what you say, speak clearly, ask questions, clarify things until you understand them. Number 5. A disorganized living and working space. Clear the clutter. Get rid of stuff you don't use. Read David Allen's book, Getting Things Done, for some practical organizational guidance. And by all means, organize your pantry or panties. Number 6. Your own tardiness. Get up 30 minutes earlier so you don't have to rush around like a madman. That 30 minutes will help you avoid speeding tickets, tardiness, and other unnecessary headaches. Are you calling me a tard? Number 7. Pressure to fit in with the crowd. Oftentimes the only reason others want you to fit in is that once you do, they can ignore you and go about their business. Don't conform. Be you, because that's the only person you can be. Number 8. An unhealthy body. Your health is your life. Don't let it go. Eat right, exercise, and get an annual physical checkup. The 4-Hour Body is an insightful and entertaining read on this topic. You mean if I don't get enough exercise, my ankles might swell after I walk 2 miles and be painful for a week? Maybe you've got something there. Number 9, fear of change. Life is change. Every day is different. Every day is a new beginning and a new ending. Embrace it and make the best of it. Number 10, all work and no play. Enjoy yourself and have a little fun while you can. If you're smiling, you're doing something right. Number 11, people or beauty ads that make you feel inadequate. Good looks attract the eyes. Personality attracts the heart. Be proud to be you. You are already beautiful. Yeah, kind of, maybe. But I mean, beauty ads just annoy me just because they're, not because they make me feel inadequate, but maybe because they're trying to make me feel inadequate, but more because they're annoying. They're just fucking annoying. They're superficial and stupid, that's all. That's why they really bother me, not because they make me feel inadequate. Number 12, not getting enough sleep. A tired mind is rarely productive. I might need to go to sleep very soon. Number 13. Doing the same exact thing over and over again. You are the sum of your life experiences. The more you experience, the more interesting your life story gets. 14. Personal greed. Don't let greed and deceit get the best of you. Greed will bury even the lucky eventually. 15. A mounting pile of debt. Always live well below your means. Don't buy stuff you don't need. Always sleep on big purchases. Create a budget and savings plan and stick to them. Read, I Will Teach You to Be Rich. Dishonesty. Living a life of honesty creates peace of mind, and peace of mind is priceless. Period. Don't be dishonest, and don't put up with people who are. Now, I don't know how many people are dishonest by deliberate choice, by consciously, deliberately deciding to be dishonest. Yeah, you shouldn't put up with people who are dishonest, but most of them seem to be born that way, for Christ's sake. They certainly live their life that way. 17. Infidelity. Intimate relationships are a sacred bond, a circle of trust. If both parties aren't so, wait a minute. You're poo-pooing promiscuity? That's judgmental. Go to hell. Or something. Number 18. An unsafe home. If you don't feel safe at home, you'll never feel safe anywhere. Build a loving household in a safe area that you are proud to call home. Okay. Do I really need to read somebody's blog entry to tell me, to convince me that this is an attitude I should have? I don't know. Being unprepared. Life is unpredictable, and there's a big difference between being scared and being prepared. Always be prepared. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country and obey the Scout law, to keep myself physically fit, mentally awake, and morally straight. A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. Now the first one was the Scout Oath. Trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly. I think that was the Scout slogan. And be prepared was the Boy Scouts motto. And after 40 years, I still remember these things. There's so many things I never remembered, never memorized, and never remembered, including the other practical information that we're supposed to learn how to tie. There was one Boy Scout knot that I did memorize and have always remembered. It was a half-line hitch. All the other ones that we're supposed to remember by the rabbit comes out of the hole, goes around the tree, goes under the hole, goes back up the tree. I spent a couple of days trying to memorize that, but I could never remember it even. I couldn't even remember it in the first place. I tried to read it from the book. The rabbit comes out of the hole, goes around the tree, goes under the hole, goes back in the hole. I couldn't even remember the first one. The only one I remembered, and had nothing to do with rabbits, was the half-line hitch. Because I remembered, I got the image of the knot in my head. So I know what it's supposed to look like. And I've always remembered the half-line hitch. I've also always remembered that you should always, anytime you're using a knife or any kind of a cutting tool, the rule is always cut away from yourself, away from your body. Never cut toward your body or toward any of your body parts. And that's a simple rule that I've remembered my whole life. And other than that, what I remember from the Boy Scouts is the motto, the slogan, the oath. And there was one other thing, I think. There was a slogan, there was the motto, there was the oath, and pledge, I don't know, something. I don't remember what the fourth thing is, but be prepared, that was the motto. Do a good turn daily. That's right. There was be prepared, do a good turn daily, and A scout trusted, loyal, helpful, friendly, girls, kind of be cheerful, 30. And on my honor, I will do my duty to guide my country and obey the scout law, to keep myself physically fit, mentally awake, and morally straight. And by goodness, after 40 years, I still remember that without even hardly having to think about it. It just rolls off my tongue. Okay, and number 20, inaction. Life is too short to tolerate inaction. Either you're going to take action and seize new opportunities, or someone else will. You can't change anything or make any sort of progress by sitting back and thinking about it. Well, I kind of know that. The problem with these lists is that half of them are things that you don't need to be told. The other half are things that I maybe even don't think were all that wise anyhow or worthwhile. And in general, they start sounding trite. You've got a couple dozen different lists of 12 things, 40 things, 20 things. And it just all starts a lot of these things do sound like trite platitudes that you've already heard before. Alright. 18 truths to start telling yourself. Alright, let's hear this one. Let's see what this one says. 18 truths. Truth number 1. If your web pages take too long. Here we go. Okay, here are 18 truths to inspire, motivate, and remind you that you aren't confined by the boundaries others impose on you. You are in full control of your own life, starting today. Number 1, I can only be me. Stop trying to be somebody else's idea of perfect. Be your imperfectly perfect self. Be you. When they laugh at you for being different, laugh back at them for being the same. Judy Garland once said, always be a first-rate version of yourself instead of a second-rate version of somebody else. Live by this statement. There is no such thing as living in someone else's shoes. The only shoes you can occupy are your own. If you aren't being yourself, you aren't truly living. You're merely existing. Number 2. This is my life, and my dreams are worth it. Life is a courageous journey, or nothing at all. We cannot become who we want to be by continuing to do exactly what we've been doing. If you're passionate about something, pursue it, no matter what anybody else thinks. That's how dreams are achieved. Be deaf when people tell you that you can't fulfill your dreams. The only place where your goals and dreams are impossible is inside your head. Once you've dreamed of it, you're halfway there. So go ahead and follow through. Let your dreams be bigger than your fears, and your actions louder than your words. Follow your heart regardless of what others tell you to do. At the end of the day, it's you who has to live with your decisions, not them. Read The Road Less Traveled. Okay. Now, hold on a second. Let me click that. Was that Thoreau that they're saying that we should read? And wait for my webpage. The Road Less Traveled. Amazon. No, it's by M. Scott Peck. The Road Less Traveled, 25th Anniversary Edition. A new psychology of love, traditional values, spiritual growth. Go fuck yourself, M. Scott Peck, MD. Monkey. Where are we now? Number 3. Everything, good or bad, is a life lesson. Everyone you meet, everything you encounter, etc., they're all part of the learning experience we call life. Never forget to acknowledge the lesson, especially when things don't go your way. If you don't get a job that you wanted or a relationship doesn't work, it only means something better is out there waiting. And the lesson you just learned is the first step towards it. Remember, there are no mistakes, only lessons. Tell them there's no problem, only solutions. Love yourself. Trust your choices. Remember what you deserve and keep pushing forward. Number 4, a few real friends are all I need. When it comes to relationships, focus on quality over quantity. Spend your time with friends who love and appreciate you and who encourage you to improve in healthy and exciting ways. They are the ones who make you feel more alive and not only embrace who you are now, but also embrace and embody who you want to be unconditionally. Try again. They are the only ones who make you feel more alive and not only embrace who you are now, but also who you want to be unconditionally. Spend more time with those who make you smile and less time with those who you feel pressured to impress. These people make your day a little bit brighter simply by being in it. It is better to have one true friend than all the acquaintances in the world. My actions and words directly affect the lives around me. Lead by example. This is number 5. Practice what you preach or don't preach at all. Walk the talk. People watch what you do more than they listen to what you say. Inspire, challenge, and encourage people to their best by doing your best. And when someone else is doing a great job, tell them that you're proud of them. Encourage them. Take the time to recognize their effort. If they know you believe they can do great things, they will often go to great lengths to live up to your expectations. Become the most positive, enthusiastic person you know. Optimism is a happiness magnet. If you stay positive and confident, good things and good people will be drawn to you. Yeah, maybe, somewhat. But sometimes you have to stop trying to be so fucking cheerful and just allow yourself to feel annoyed at all the crap you have to put up with. 6. Broken promises destroy relationships. You make commitments to others and yourself all the time. The question is, do you keep them? If you said you're going to do something, do it. When you fail to keep a promise, it tells others that you don't value their time or relationship. Don't overpromise, underpromise. No, don't overpromise. Underpromise and overdeliver on everything you do. In a few words to the wise, never make a big decision when you're angry, and never make a big promise when you're overjoyed. Yeah, I don't like making promises at all. Making promises and keeping secrets are two things I'd rather do without altogether. The little things are often the big things. Number 7. Keep it simple. There is absolute joy and wonder to be had in the simplest of moments, like watching the sunset over the horizon, spending time with a family member, enjoy the little things. So one day you look back and discover they were the big things. Number 8. People regret the things they did not do. Let's not read all the descriptions and let's just read the titles. Number 8. People regret the things they did not do. Number 9. Small people can make a big difference. Stay positive when negativity surrounds you. Smile when others frown. Alright, enough of that optimism bullshit. 10. Adversity makes us strong and wise. Okay, fuck you. Number 11. Everyone deserves kindness and respect. La-di-da. Number 12. Everyone has something amazing to offer. Whoop-de-doo. Number 13. There's no point in doing something if I'm not going to do it right. Okay? I'm impressed by great guitarists, writers, bloggers, painters, blah-blah-blah, blah-blah-blah, blah-blah-blah. And there's only one thing they all have in common. They excel at what they do. There's no point in doing something if you aren't going to do it right.